Um, I'm tired. We're gonna quit soon. Just want to do a little bit of reading. So we're gonna do one reading video and one little adventure in Whitechapel, and then we'll quit after that because I'm getting tired out. So let's see. Database. Encyclopedia. We have some new people to look at. Clara O'Day and Frederick Aberline. Hope these are shorter. Nope. No such luck. Clara O'Day. Date of birth, the 24th of February, 1856. That means nothing to me. Born in 1856, Clara was the only child of the less fortunate O'Day family. Like many Irish women, Clara's mother was an indentured servant to the upper-class household in the Strand. Oh, I'm glad this is shorter than I thought. Sneaking into the family's private lessons, Clara picked up as much as she could, devouring the education her parents could never afford to give her. Unfortunately, after being wrongly accused of theft, Clara's mother was dismissed from her job and was forced to find other means of survival. By the time she turned 10, Clara had become the sole breadwinner in her household, her father having left the family a year prior and her mother bedridden and sick with grief. Clara took to the streets to support what little family she had left. The orphan children with whom she found kinship gave her a sense of belonging that she had never experienced before. Courageous and charismatic, Clara, now orphaned herself, has grown up to be a remarkable young businesswoman, and today helps provide for children in need. Aw, that's nice. Frederick Aberline, another short one, which is good. Date of birth, January 8th, 1943. A young clockmaker from Dorset, Frederick Aberline knew he was destined for bigger and more puzzling things, joining the Metropolitan Police in 1863. It took him only 2 years to make a good impression and be promoted to sergeant. He always strove to be fair and just in his line of work, but found that the law was often anything but. In 1868, albeit with some hesitation, he joined forces with Jacob and Evie Fry. Spoilers. Two justice-seeking rogues to help rid the streets of the notorious blighter gang that dominated the city's underworld. Although reluctant to look back on his unusual time in his life, his actions during this year were crucial to his career. In 1873, he became an inspector and was transferred to Whitechapel, where he eventually led the investigations into the infamous Jack the Ripper murders, which I think is also a DLC in this game. Although certainly beneficial at the time, Aberline spent the rest of his life questioning whether or not his early alliances with the Frys was ultimately just another corruption of the justice system. Okay, we can look at the locations. Whitechapel, very good. Borough known for its intense poverty, residents who could not gain unemployment resorted to professional begging, thievery, grifting, and prostitution. St. Mary Matfelon. It's like a little church or something, Whitechapel. The original Whitechapel that gave the borough its name was built on this site in 1286. It would be rebuilt 3 times over the course of its history. The first was in 1329 when it was officially named St. Mary Matfelon. It was then rebuilt in 1685, despite the fact that it was one of only a few buildings to survive the Great Fire of 1666, and it was rebuilt again in 1875 in order to more closely resemble the church as it was in 1329. Talk about indecisive. The man who executed King Charles I at the end of the English Civil War, Richard Brandon, was buried in St. Mary's churchyard. Historical records document the scandal that took place in the church around 1710. I know! A scandal in the church, whatever next? Anyway, it seems the rector of the church set up an altarpiece. Altarpiece depicting the Last Supper and had the figure of Judas made to look exactly like a personal enemy of his. That's funny. The Dean of Peterborough. What a dick move. As far as passive aggression goes, I'd say that's pretty aggressive. It's also bloody brilliant. It is. It's horrible though. What a dick. St. Mary Matfelon was hit hard during the Blitz of World War II and was eventually demolished in 1952. Dean of Peterborough. Wait, who was it? The rector of the church. The rector of the church. What an asshole. Not very godly. That decision. I don't think that's not what Jesus would do. All right, let's let's save the video clip. Oh, let's get this first. Ta-da! We got some stuff. Oh, maybe I should switch to Jacob. Can I just switch to him while I'm up here? Nope. It's because I'm. Is it because I'm standing there? What if I was standing like here? Four skill points currently available, huh? Let's have a look. It says 4 skill points available, but it's really just 1 skill point, see? I know what it means. I really want to get this. Okay, so... but anyway, until we can get that, we might as well switch back to Eevee.
Work to do then.
I guess we can save the video clip here.